Hey Ricky, guess what? It's Vlogmas.
Happy Advent. I was going to say Happy Vlogmas. I don't think I said my name yesterday. Hi, I'm Barbara. It's December 5th. It's a beautiful day. The dogs are outside playing. My first cup of coffee. This is in my David's tea mug. Yesterday when I was talking about what I got in my Advents, I forgot to mention that included with the bag and the sock blank were also Lickin' Needles, which I really like, and I think Sandy wasn't as thrilled with them, so she gave them to me, which I really appreciate. Size 1s, which is what I use for my socks. She also gave me some stitch markers, which I also didn't mention, but they are in, I started using them yesterday, so I have to show you. I did some knitting yesterday. I'm so happy. But she gave me that cute little kitty, and I do not remember what it is that I'm marking here. I think that's where I ended. That's where I ended on my last podcast. You have to keep track of things like that when you're a podcaster. I mean, you know, I am a podcaster fail, but whatever. This is where the other side was when it started, and that's the stitch marker she gave me. Isn't that pretty? It goes beautifully on this too. So I'm already on the back of Sammy's sweater. And I just started on the second ball of yarn. So I made a lot of progress on that yesterday, which made me feel good. Which means that I did everything I said I was going to do. So maybe this is a new me. Oh, my poor plant is finally perking up. It was so droopy yesterday. I felt terrible. We didn't water it before we left. But it looks like it's picking up. The other thing that was, one thing that was funny this morning when I walked in the door, on the table you will see a slipper. My dogs love my slippers. They're kind of, you know, is that lamb's wool in there or something, you know, so, and they smell like me, and I've had them a long time. There's only one slipper on the table, so I'm like, oh man. I took my slippers off yesterday to put my shoes on to go for the walk, and I never put them back on. I'm wearing my wool socks, and my feet were warm enough, and I didn't put them back on, and so they were on the table, which may gross some of you out. If so, I'm sorry. But when I walked down this morning and realized to put on my slippers, I realized that there was only one slipper on the table. I was like, oh no. So I went and looked out in the backyard where my dogs are frolicking at the moment. Turns out, I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's up on top of the mantle up there. That's the place of last resort when you need to get something away from the dogs. So I guess Dennis rescued it yesterday. Anyway, you can hear I have a throat thing going on. The creamy coffee is doing its trick. So I have my Advents to open and talk about my plans for the day, which are way fewer than my plans yesterday. I did a lot more yesterday than I felt well enough to do, and that's very untypical for me because usually I do a lot less than I feel well enough to do, quite frankly. But that floor was making me crazy. I did take some video making my coffee again. It won't be as long as yesterday. Well, you already know how long it was. But anyway, I also took the scene as I was walking to my table. And my table is better. Most of what's on my table is my Advent stuff. And, oops, while I was talking, I was opening, oops, something fell out. I was opening my Advent from Sandy. And look at it. Progress Keeper, or it's a dog bone. Can you see it? How cute. And this is yellow, yellowy. And this is also, I mean, these are yarns I've never heard of even. The yarn yesterday, I hadn't even heard of it. Oh, I've heard of this, Bergère de France. But I've never seen it, let alone used it, so. And this is the name of the color. I won't even try to say it in French. Oh, so this is Grello. It looks like the gray in there a little bit, you can see. Fun, oh, thank you. Look how cute. Oh, so cute. And here's from Susan. I will be reusing these bags. I said that last year and I didn't. I got another idea, different idea. Oh, and I told you that I thought I recognized the red flannel color. She said I did. Because I had sent her a mini last year in her Advent swap, and she really liked it, so she went out and bought it. And so she had some left over, so she sent me a mini of it, which I thought was funny. But it also made me feel a little bad because I did not mark any of the yarns I sent them with the names because, procrastinator, last minute lady, and some of them I wasn't sure what they were. This is what she sent me. It says Marigold Jen on it. Now, is that the color? Or is Marigold Jen a dyer? So that's pretty, I don't know if you can see it. It's looking a little redder, more maroony on my screen. It's a little more rusty, but very variegated. Subtle colors. That's really pretty. Well, that'll go great in my in my blanket or whatever I'm going to do. Maybe that's what I'll do today, is figure out what I'm going to do. And I will have to figure out a new plan for my minis because they already filled my vase and it's only day 5. I have a big, giant vase. I wonder where that is. I mean giant. So I'm going to work on my knitting today. We're supposed to go to the gym today, and I guess if I feel well enough, I will do that. But I don't feel particularly energetic. We have to take the roof rack off the car. I need to help Dennis with that. I was so proud of myself. We've been going to the gym for the last month and a half, or I would say about. I could look on my phone if it weren't recording because I posted it on Instagram. And I've been getting stronger. Last October, a year ago in October, we took our roof rack with us. We used the roof rack to go to North Carolina, which we do every fall. But apparently we were having, I don't recall, but we were going to be taking stuff for other people, and so we put the roof rack on the car. I think that was the one, you know, we went twice last year because we were evacuated for a hurricane after a couple of days on a regular week. And then the house, the person who owns the house offered us a free week in October that she hadn't rented, which I thought was really sweet because she felt bad that we had been evacuated. But anyway, so we had a roof rack on during an evacuation for a hurricane, which made, you know, not great. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is, when we put that roof rack on last year, we had to get the neighbor to help us. This year, we didn't, because I was stronger and I could hold up my end. Ha! So I'm getting stronger, which makes me feel very happy. Although I don't feel stronger today. So I'm personally not inclined to go to the gym today, but if I feel better, I have to go, because if I don't go, I won't get stronger. I'm going to walk the dogs. So, and I'm going to knit. Dennis has food prep to do. He went grocery shopping yesterday, so he's going to make salad today, and I'm not sure what else he's doing. He used to be a professional cook back in the day, a long time ago. But, so he makes food service quantities of things, so our stuff goes in the freezer and things like that. So he makes food service quantities of salad. So when he makes salad, we end up with 2 giant gallon bags full of salad. It is so convenient to have salad ready, and it lasts a week, at least. So it's really easy to make a salad because he puts peppers and radishes and celery in it. I'm not sure what else. And several kinds of lettuce. It's delicious. Anyway, he's doing that today. So making a salad doesn't sound like much work, but when he makes salad, it is more work. I mean, it doesn't take forever, but it's more work. And he'll be taking some of that over to his mother today. But since I am all this, I don't want to go over there. His mother's 88 and his father's 102. So we do not take germs when we visit them. Hey, girls. You guys know. This puppy, she's not teething. You're not teething. So what's with it? Come here. Show your face. Say hi to everybody. Say hi to everybody. There's my Maisie. There's my Maisie girl. You are not teething, so you have no excuse why you have to have everything in your mouth. Everything isn't yours. Everything isn't a toy. Yeah. She is so fluffy, but look at her. We call her the Swiffer. She's got veg matter. That's how she is. That's how my floor, half the time, my floors are full of stuff. She comes in like that. I hope I got that on film. I mean, on film. On the video. Because she's, like, we call her the Swiffer. She rolls around outside and comes in and she's just, like, covered with veg matter. What are you going to do? All right, I've talked on and on too long. So I'm going to go knit and Maybe brush my dog. That's my plan for today. I'm gonna knit and do as little as possible. Otherwise, yeah, that's my plan. Building me a fire.
What?
I said Dennis is building me a fire. Girls are hanging out, waiting for the fire. I've got Brooklyn Folks podcast or Vlogmas on the TV, and we're getting ready to settle down. I'm in for the day. Dennis is going to go visit his mother later, but I'll have a fire. So I told you Dennis was making salad and that he makes food service quantities of it. Well, here it is. He's chopped up 5 kinds of lettuce?
Just 3.
Just 3, plus radicchio. And then peppers and radishes and celery. And now he's going to swish it all around and make sure it's all clean. And then he'll spin it and put it in zippy bags. And then we have salad for a week. And his mother too. So isn't it beautiful? It's nice to have salad. Okay. So Dennis has made me a fire. I'm watching Vlogmases, and I'm sitting here and I'm chilly. I'm wearing my sweater, but the sweater has it's not that warm around my shoulders. I'm wearing a shawl, but I decided until my fire really gets going, I'm going to work on my blanket, which is doing really well. And I thought, even though I don't know what to do with my minis, I'm going to have lots of minis. And so no matter what I do with them, I'm going to have more than I need. So I'm going to put some of them in my blanket. And have my blanket on my lap, keeping me warm. I'm going to crochet a little bit till my fire heats me up. I've got some bone broth to heat me up on the inside. And this is how I'm going to spend my evening. So I want to wish you a very merry December 5th, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Happy crafting.